There's one emotion that's more powerful than any emotion you can imagine. It's the one emotion that can change how you live. It can change how you grow your business. It can change how you grow your finance. It can change how people respond to you. Do you wonder what emotion that is? I'm going to tell you, it's gratitude. Gratitude is a game changer. It's a game changer for a couple reasons. And the main reason is because it changes your perspective on how you interact with the world, and even more so, how you allow the world and people to interact with you. Gratitude is an emotion, and I challenged that. I challenged it as an emotion because I said, oh, it's a response. But how you respond to things really stems from your emotions and being able to emotionally regulate so that you are not taken off position, you are not sad, you're not victimized, you are in a position to understand that you have the power to appreciate the greatness around you. That's the power of gratitude, the most powerful emotion that we possess. Gratitude isn't just about the easy things. It's for all things. Remember, give thanks to all things. It's the will of God, right? I think that's in First Thessalonians. When you give gratitude, you give opportunity for growth. You give opportunity for expansion because you are acknowledging the kindness shown to you. And I think that's what's really important, an acknowledgement. Giving gratitude so that you make space for what is available to you. Gratitude isn't just about the easy stuff. It's not about being happy. It's about all things, right? And I really want what comes to mind for me is First Thessalonians, where it says, give thanks to all things, because it's the will of God. But the regular practice of gratitude builds resilience. It builds resilience because you have the opportunity to reflect on what's good to you, reflect on what you have, reflect on the things that you accomplished. One of the things that I think, or one of the ways that I think you can really practice gratitude is to make it a part of your morning routine. Making gratitude a part of your morning routine means waking up with a new perspective. It means taking time in your morning routine to journal what it is that you are happy for, what it is that you give thanks for, what it is that has been contributed to you. Practicing gratitude helps with your mental well-being. It helps you have healthier relationships. It builds confidence. It helps you speak with more confidence because now you have a ongoing, when you're practicing gratitude, you have an ongoing remembrance of the things that you're grateful for. You have a history that you can rely on to say, these are the occurrences where I thought an obstacle confronted me, but I was able to overcome it. That's a part of building an emotional fortitude that helps you regulate who you are, how you respond, and how others respond to you. Starting off with the basics, like what are the three things that I want to be grateful for today? What are the three ways I could express gratitude today? Kind of opens my perspective on what I look for in the day, what I can expect to come to me. And that can even be in business. I will, in my morning routine, tell myself that even if I receive 10 no's today, I'm going to be grateful that I made 10 prospect phone calls, right? Because I'm building the muscle of no. Because sometimes you have to go through the no to get through the yes, to the yes, not through the yes. Through the yes is a closed deal. I love that too. But building the fortitude to get through no so that you can hit your yes. As entrepreneurs, we have to prospect new clients, new opportunities on a regular basis. You won't always have a yes, but building in the opportunity to learn how to see the the benefit, the growth, the understanding of no gets us to yes. And Practicing your morning routine builds the resilience that you need in order to move beyond a no. The next point on gratitude is gratitude in growing your money. When I first started as an entrepreneur, I was really intimidated. You've heard the feast and famine of consulting, of coaching, and as an entrepreneur, you have high months where you hit five figures, and the next month you're looking for 5 cents. But it just flows back and forth. Gratitude helps, as I said, with that resilience of staying forward and growing your money and growing your business. What I've come to realize as an entrepreneur is that I'm thankful for all of the revenue that I generate. And the more that I'm thankful, the less fearful I am about the targets that I hit in my finances. And practicing gratitude and writing about what my goals for the day will be, whether it's 10 prospect calls or whether I'm going to do a networking activity. The result of those efforts remove fear and build gratitude. And that's also been apparent in growing my finances, growing my revenue as an entrepreneur, because I now know that when I feel grateful and I have the courage to do more because new opportunities are presenting themselves, new resources come. I believe as an entrepreneur, as we build our gratitude muscle through action, the resources multiply. Gratitude multiplies kindness. Gratitude multiplies confidence. Gratitude expands networks, opportunities. Who wants to work with someone that's unthankful or ungrateful or, has a negative attitude? That turns me off as a business owner and as a service provider. I like to work with positive people. So as I demonstrate gratitude, I grow in gratitude, my resources financially, network, and even my well being as a business owner multiplies. Gratitude is the most powerful emotion that we can have, and even more powerful when we put it in action. A few years back, I had a knee injury and it was absolutely awful. And the reason that I share this is because it really waned on my inner strength. Like I was miserable. The knee injury turned into arthritis. I end up having a meniscus tear was the injury. I had a surgeon that I think probably shaved the meniscus more than it needed to, and so the cartilage started to erode even quicker. But because of my age, I could not find a doctor who would actually do a knee repair, a surgery. I needed a total knee replacement. And I had to really persist, advocate for myself until finally the orthopedic surgeon did an MRI and realized it was stage 4 arthritis, bone on bone. And because I wasn't 70, they had resisted on doing the surgery. After that realization, of course, he performed the surgery. And where am I going with this? The gratitude that I have now, I have named my knees. I had surgery on my right knee. So my left knee is yes, and my right knee is amen. I named my knees yes and amen because I am grateful now that I can walk through the mall. My injury was so um, debilitating that I could not walk through the mall with my teenage daughter to shop. I traveled for business. I needed to use a wheelchair to get through the airport. And because, I mean, not one, but like 3 surgeons continued to say that although the pain was severe, we should try, um, you know, um, different methods. I mean, I did cortisone shots, I did everything before this knee surgery. And I was grateful that they were giving me some relief, but it was not the solution. And it wasn't until I got yes and amen, and I really leaned into how grateful and how the knee surgery, the total knee replacement, changed my life. Gratitude has psychological effects on our well-being. And for me, it helped me realize, it helped me understand that it's not just the happy things like, oh, I'm grateful you remembered my birthday. I'm grateful that, you whatever little kindness you showed me. And I am grateful for all those things. But in the challenge of a hardship, it brought me back to remembering my faith and remembering that all things work out. And that lesson gave me the power to lean into my business. I retired from a career. I left a career of 30 years as to do what I feel like I'm called to do, and that's personal development and leadership. And the yes and amen experience, the yes and amen gratitude of having a total knee replacement pushed me into my purpose. When you're in a tough spot, if you can find the thing that gives you hope, that fortifies your faith, that's where your gratitude is. And stand on that. Be grateful in it and know that more will be added. Gratitude brings expansion. What is the challenge that you've had with feeling gratitude or expressing gratitude? Put it in the chat below and let's talk about it, because gratitude is a life changer. Gratitude is the most powerful emotion that we have, and it's even more powerful when you put it in practice. I know Thanksgiving is approaching and everybody's grateful in November, but use gratitude as an emotion, as a strategy every day. Put it in your morning routine. You can put it in your evening routine. If you're not one that enjoys waking up in the morning, journaling, and so forth, take inventory of the day and have an evening routine where you can close down the day and count the things that you're grateful for. Count the things the acts of kindness that you were able to show, and build your resilience that way. Build your courage that way. Expand your network through gratitude. You don't have to bend and you don't have to break. And God is a restorer, and He can restore you with a grateful heart. Don't forget, in the chat below, tell me how you express gratitude or what's keeping you from expressing gratitude. I love to talk with you and connect. If you found this conversation helpful, subscribe and stay in touch. We have so many more conversations to share.